Did you ever wonder what happened to the Spanish language in the Philippines? Spanish is slowly disappearing in the Philippines. My Lola used to speak Spanish, but when she died, no one in the family speaks Spanish anymore. As the older generation passed away, their language died with it. Throughout the 3 centuries that the Philippines were a part of the Spanish Empire, Spanish served as the official language, the language of instruction, and the language of commerce. Miguel Lopez de Legazpi founded the first Spanish settlement on the island of Cebu in 1565, marking the introduction of a Spanish language to the Philippines. Spanish colonial power over the Philippines lasted for 333 years from 1565 to 1898, first from Mexico City and then from Madrid. When the Agustinians arrived in Cebu in 1565, they immediately started a school. When the Franciscans arrived in 1577 and the Dominicans in 1587, they both did the same. In addition to teaching religion, these schools also imparted reading, writing, and industrial and agricultural skills. From the start of Spanish rule in the late 16th century through the Philippine-American War 1899 to 1902 and subsequent American colonization, Spanish was the official language of the Philippines. It continued to be a co-official after independence in 1946 along with Filipino and English until 1973. Its designation as an official language was initially removed in 1973 as a result of a constitutional amendment, but a presidential decree restored it a short while later. Spanish is now referred to as an auxiliary language or an optional and voluntary language under the current constitution. It served as the official language of the government, commerce, industry, and the arts during the period of Spanish colonization 1565 to 1898. A class of native Spanish-speaking intellectuals known as the Ilustrados was created with the establishment of a free public education system set up by the colonial government in the middle of the 19th century. Historical figures like Jose Rizal, Antonio Luna, and Marcelo del Pilar were a part of this group. Despite only being spoken by a small portion of the population, overall, Spanish was widely spoken by urban and elite populations by the time the Spanish Empire ended. It continued to be widely used for the first few decades of American rule, 1898 to 1966, and served as the nation's first official language as declared in the Malolos Constitution of the First Philippine Republic in 1899. But as time went on, the American government started to encourage the use of English at the expense of Spanish, portraying it as a burden from the past. Additionally, the Americans sent tens of thousands of Thomasite teachers to the Philippines. Spanish was replaced by English as the country's second language. Due to the press, limited freedom, and act of defiance against the new American rulers, Spanish flourished in the first 2 decades of the 20th century. After that, Spanish quickly fell out of favor as the American government imposed English more strictly as the official language and the primary medium of instruction in schools and universities. By the 1920s, English had replaced Spanish as the language of instruction and government. After gaining independence in 1946, Spanish remained an official language, but its status deteriorated until it was dropped in 1973. The language is no longer commonly spoken, but some people are interested in learning it or bringing it back. There are fewer people speaking Spanish than ever before, and its status is waning. As of 2025, it is predicted that only 400,000 Filipinos, less than 0.5% of the population, will speak Spanish fluently. Newspapers and editorials were being forced to use English more and more, which reduced the prominence of Spanish. Spanish classes were offered by the Zobel family in an effort to revive the language, but it was a losing battle. It didn't help that some Filipino nationalists and nationalist historians during the American colonial era drew inspiration for their liberal viewpoints from the works of Filipino propaganda from the 19th century, which painted Spain and everything Spanish as being negative or evil. As a result, Spanish was demonized as a sad relic of the past. Those concepts were gradually ingrained in the young Filipino generation's minds, which tended to generalize Spanish people as being bad in history textbooks used in schools. Spanish began to rapidly decline in the 1940s as adults who had grown up with English-only instruction became more prevalent. In spite of this, there was a sizable Spanish-speaking population of about 300,000 in the largest cities. But the core of the Spanish presence in the Philippines had been destroyed when Manila was utterly destroyed by the Japanese forces during the Second World War. The massacre and bombing of the cities and municipalities between 1942 and 1945 resulted in the deaths of numerous Spanish-speaking Filipino families. Filipino casualties during the war were estimated to have reached 1 million. In later years, some of the Spanish-speaking survivors were compelled to migrate. Spanish was officially marginalized more and more after the war. The use of Spanish in all contexts gradually decreased as pop culture became more influenced by English and American culture. Diosdado Macapagal, the President of the Philippines, enacted a law in 1962 designating June 12 as the nation's Independence Day. Independence from Spain was declared on June 12, rather than July 4, when it achieved full independence from the U.S. As a result, Spain was often portrayed as the bad guy and the United States as the more kind-hearted colonial power. Once more, the Spanish language and culture were demonized. Shortly after losing that status in 1973, Spanish was swiftly reinstated as an official language before finally losing it in 1987 with the ratification of a new constitution. Spanish was made the official language of the Philippine Republic by the Malolos Constitution of 1899. Before the United States took control of the Philippines, this was the first Philippine Republic. Although it was taught in the colonial public education system, Spanish was never widely spoken in the Philippines. The language was only regularly spoken or learned as a second or third language by populations in urban areas or regions with a sizable Spanish-speaking population. Only 10% of Filipinos, mostly those of Spanish descent or high social status, spoke Spanish at the end of Spanish rule in 1898. There are tens of thousands of Spanish loanwords in the 170 indigenous languages of the Philippines, and Spanish orthography has influenced how most of these languages are spelled. A Creole language with a Spanish foundation called Chavacano is primarily spoken in the southern province of Zamboanga and to a much lesser extent in the northern province of Luzon's Cavite province. Chavacano is a language that 689,000 people are thought to speak. The majority of speakers of the local variety of Spanish have disappeared since the Philippines gained their independence from Spain in 1898, and it may now be on the verge of extinction. Since the former President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo signed a decree in December 2007 ordering the teaching and learning of the Spanish language in the Philippine educational system beginning in 2008, there are now 80 high schools offering Spanish as an elective course throughout the nation. Spanish language teachers are trained and given scholarships with the help of language assistance from Spain. Due to some demand for Spanish speakers from business process outsourcing companies in the Philippines or job opportunities abroad in the United States as of 2010, the main motivation for learning Spanish has been for economic reasons, which have prompted many Filipinos to swarm language schools like Instituto Cervantes to learn Spanish. Do you believe that Spanish would continue to be our second language instead of English if Americans have never arrived in the Philippines? Please share your thoughts with me. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please subscribe to this channel so we can continue to produce videos that highlight Filipino culture and the Philippines. Click the notification bell to be informed when the next video is ready. Thank you and see you in our next video.